Hey traders, this is Ron. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a great day. As always, everything in this presentation is for educational purposes only. We'll lead out here with the SPY. Was down a little bit today. If I zoom in, there is some bearish engulfing. What that means is we gapped up there, top left of that candle, but then finished down here, bottom right, engulfing the body of the previous day. That can lead to or be a bad omen for the bulls. However, keep in mind, that's just one day, and we're still caught in this trading range, and we still have rising lows here. At the end of the day, it's just simply a down day at this point. Even if there's another down day tomorrow, we got to break out of this multi-month trading range for the bears to truly have an edge on the daily chart. If I take a look at the diamonds via the Dow, they were down just a little bit too, 50 cents or so. They're still above the red line. Overall, bulls still have the edge on these daily charts. And we take a look at the Qs, NASDAQ 100. Here is bearish engulfing as well. Volume is higher than yesterday. However, we're still in the trading range. Same commentary as the SPY. Bulls have the edge. If we take a look at some other stocks that had big moves today, here is McDonald's. Down almost 5%, $10+ on earnings. And the next support level probably around 195. There's not a whole lot of support. You like to see a lot of, bouncing from a certain level. Not really. A little bit here, a little bit here. And we can gravitate towards round numbers. But below 195, it's pretty much 180. 175. You can see this really nice uptrend. Once this was broken back in September, that was a sign of a trend change. And then we started to come back up, could not get above the 50-day here and here. We break down, we come back up, can't get above it again, and now earnings comes in. So the hype around McDonald's is over for now. Doesn't mean it's going to zero, doesn't mean it's going to lose half its value, but right now, technically, bears are in charge. One more reason why earnings reports protective puts, I should say, are fabulous for earnings reports, because when this stock started breaking down, there was a case for a protective put all the way back here, and especially walking into earnings where you have lower highs, lower lows. There was nothing bullish about this on the daily chart, and it would have saved your bacon or saved your McMuffin, I guess you could say, today. All right, now, how about travelers? TRV. Almost a little bit similar to McDonald's, right? Really nice uptrend, very visibly easy to follow. Stayed above the 50-day SMA in orange, which is our institutional moving average. And once we got below it, a lot of trouble. Then we had this spurt at the end of August, beginning of September, but we could not go to new highs. Rolled right back over, sideways, sideways. Then we break support, short term here. We cut below some of these lows. We break the lows right here on. You guys can see it on 10-2, and then it's back and forth doing a bear flag. Again, all setting up for another great opportunity for a protective put. By the way, before I go to the next one, downside target, guys, 115, still 10% lower. How about serve? This one got served. Down 20%, $11. The next support level is going to be the gap fill just below $40. So another 10% easily before support comes in, and then back down to the December lows. Massive volume here. This was selling, and more selling 9 ways to Sunday. This stock finished at the lows of the day. How about PAYC, which is Paycom? 50-day moving average again. It did break it here, so nothing's perfect, right? Back there in the beginning of August, but then we got back up. But then we cut through here with big volume. A follow-through day, took out the previous low. Bulls have lost their edge. They lost their edge here, but you could have said, well, once before we got below it. But the volume on this move was way more than the volume on this move, and then you had continuation. That was the really bad sign. That was the differentiator. And what happened? Sideways, 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 sideways. We never got back above that candle, never got back above the 50-day. And now today, the floodgates just open and down she goes. Hasbro was another stock. Did not have a good day. 16%. Whoa, that's huge. 6.9 million shares. I mean, the average volume here is under 1 million. We easily blew that out of the water. Took out previous lows. There is this little swing low here around $95, still 5% lower than a gap fill to 90. This one is also bearish. Now, this one in particular did not have a bad chart like McDonald's, Travelers, Serve. This chart was holding up, but still, this is why protected puts can save your butt. Stock drops 16%. Questions on Uber and Lyft. There was a report out on Lyft that they might reach profitability a little earlier, maybe as much as a year early. That sent the stock up on that report, about 6%. Volume did surge, but notice what it could not get above. The 50-day moving average in orange. Just couldn't do it. If it gets above the 50-day, that's going to be a big sign. I'd probably say back up here to this ledge or something, maybe the upper 58s. If you look at Uber, it was up in tandem, not as much though, up about 3%. A big high wave doji though, way off the highs at 34, off the lows below 31. This one did close above its 50-day. I'm going to be a little picky here and say, how about we get above the last little swing high here? That was from 1017, 5 days ago. That close was 32.62. So it's by 10 more cents. We get that one off, get above that high, then we come back up here. We take this high out, maybe 34.5. Then we can start talking about a potential gap fill. Looks to be a little bit of a turn in Uber and Lyft. I just want to see more lifting higher before I'd want to get too technically bullish. And here is GOL, one of the airlines. The airlines are overall seasonally bullish this time of year. Some of them are moving. JetBlue had a big move. United's holding up well already. Delta's still lagging, but check out GOL. Took out the previous highs here at 18. Now we would just go to gap fills up towards 20, up towards 21. Not bad. Did a lot of basing here, and now it's starting to get its move on. And here is Under Armour. Once it takes out this little peak here around 21.75, just pick something close there. Then we get up here to 24, then a gap fill up here. Nice volume pop, nice close the highs of the day. We also now have higher lows coming in. Here is the low, bullish engulfing, higher low, and now another higher low. But again, I want to watch what's the close there. Let's just use that price. 21.62, make it 21.65 or 21.70. Add like a nickel or something. We get above there, that would be a breakout. That is it. Market's not moving a whole lot, but some individual stocks are, especially today. So if we get some movement or some excitement, I'll be with you tomorrow night. If the market's really calm, I won't do a video. But if we get some movement, I'll be back with you. Otherwise, I'll definitely be with you on Thursday. Have a great night, everybody, and I wish you all the best.